Do you expect any kind of black swan events in the next 4 weeks? I mean, and what could those things be? Obviously, it feels like Trump's going to keep doing what he does. And I agree with you. The more you see Trump, kind of the better he gets. Kamala looks like she's now committed to be doing regular media. But do you expect anything strange happening? Obviously, since we last spoke, there was the second assassination attempt, which is almost hard to believe. Are you worried about a third? What do you think is going to happen or could happen in those next 4 weeks?
I hate to say that because I don't want to be a prophet of some kind. I am very worried. I tell him that every time I talk to him. I'm very worried about him personally as a friend. And then I'm worried about him as the person who can save my country. I agree with you. I don't think you're allowed to believe in coincidences when you're in law enforcement. I never believed in coincidences. Coincidences have to be investigated. So I don't know, but I begin with using a hypothesis that these were planned events. And I see nothing that changes my mind about that. In fact, I see nothing. Instead, I look at a first attempt in Pennsylvania where everything was done wrong. I mean, if you wanted to look like you were trying to get him killed, well, you look like that. It could be all accidental, but they didn't cover the most obvious point they should have covered. I did presidential security for Clinton and Bush as mayor of New York when they came to New York. New York City Police Department takes over. And I also arrested Hinckley in the assassination attempted assassination of President Reagan. So I know this as a professional. If I were there with him, first thing I would have noticed is that first thing I do whenever I'm with him is I look up. And if I saw a building like that, I would have gone crazy on the Secret Service, which I've done. The fact that they also had a suspect for an hour and a half, never told them, and let him go out there with a guy that they had suspicions of they were trying to find, is outrageous. Now, is that because they were incompetent and Biden was giving him half of what he needed? And some of these people, it said, weren't even from Secret Service. It could be. I mean, you could see the people that were guarding him were like 4'2". He's supposed to have people taller than him. The idea is like when he came up and you saw the face, you shouldn't have seen it. You should have seen Secret Service agents surrounding him. That's how we protect the president. That's why we say the Secret Service will take a bullet for the president. Secret Service is down here, and I'm here. The president's going to take the bullet. So a lot of it troubles me, and I do worry. I mean, they've done everything else. They've done everything else. They've shown a level of morality that wouldn't exclude. They're so desperate. So I don't know what they're going to do. I know they're going to try something. It may not be that. It may be some world event or some who knows what. They've shown that in the first election they did Russian collusion. It turns out to be a complete fraud paid for by Hillary Clinton. The second election, they covered up the hard drive and they got our intelligence people to lie and say it was Russian disinformation. Turned out to be absolutely true. And now 20% of the American people say they would have voted the other way if they knew about it. So I don't know. When you have the same group of people, and they did it twice before, and this time there have been 2 attempts on his life. So we have to just worry about everything and just be over-prepared. There are some scenarios that we have in mind. I'm not going to share them with you. But sometimes they think of something you didn't think of. So let's hope we've thought of everything and we get to Election Day peacefully. If we do, I do believe a safe prediction is that he'll win.
Okay.
By a decent margin.
How do you get out of a rat race? How do you create wealth not only for yourself, but also for the generations to come after?
I am absolutely amazed with the quality of companies that we're getting exposure to.
We go on to Zoom calls with the innovators and the folks who are building new applications in metaverse, blockchain, artificial intelligence, decentralized finance.
What's going on, everybody? Thumbs up if you can see me.
We are focusing on early stage investment.
And the quality of people that we're getting exposure to, whether it be Dan Tapiero with 1RT, Jason Ma from Open, Yatsu from Animoca.
It's been a phenomenal experience thus far. It has far exceeded my expectations.
We are focusing on cutting-edge technologies.
I view it now as the best investment I've ever made. The upside, I view, is unlimited.
And as a retail investor, I would never get this exposure anywhere else outside of Investment Club.
See you in the Investment Club.